Shabbat Shalom. Kohola Yahweh Shemi Hashab Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push in the word and truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, we're going to go into some news and the prophecies coinciding with the news. All right, so we're going to start here at 2nd Ezra 16, and we'll go to 17. Woe is me. This is Ezra, who was given the vision, and he's like, what the hell? Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days, right? And that goes directly into to reincarnation. Oh, it's not reincarnation. Is not the same as what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Regeneration. Oh, it's regeneration. It's not reincarnation. Reincarnation is when you turn into a bug. All right. Anyway, that's an inside joke. All right. So the beginning of sorrows and great mourning. Here's what we're seeing. The beginning, right, of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars. This is the beginning of World War III. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. And we see them coming. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be sold good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right? For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, 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 famine. We got famine, famine, right? Famine, famine. Right down the line. And the other that escape the hunger, there's your famine, shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung. Great death. And there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted and the city shall be cast down. All right? All right, so what we'll do is we'll go over here, and this guy's going to say everything we just read. This guy, Paul and Adrian, he's going to break it down. These are the things that are going on the earth, folks. All right, this is April 4th. I believe today is the 8th. Okay. But he's going to go into what we just read, and then he's going to go into what's actually going on in the war that they're trying to say, right? Oh, the war is pretty much over. We're winding it down. No. All right. So April 4, off-grid desert farming with Paul and Adrian 2. Breaking news. On the road to World War III, Biden calls for Putin's arrest, right? Calling him a war criminal. Germany, food prices skyrocket 50%. These are the things that are going on in the world today, folks. Let's listen.
And they're twisting their arms to do this. So this is what is going on in the world, folks. You know, we're one of the only few YouTube channels that's actually bringing you all of the news from around the world. You know, there's a lot of YouTube channels, but they don't give you the news like we do. Let's keep on going.
What news?
We also have a situation in the United States about egg prices jump as bird flu hits poultry flocks.
Victuals shall be sold good cheap. Right? That's changing.
So there is a bird flu, looks like that's going around the United States. That is
Bird what? Bird flu. All right. That's a pestilence. What is that? Salakia. Let me get that again. Plague. Bird flu is plague. Right? So he can go right down the line. He spoke of the famine, the coming famine, food prices coming, plague, bird flu. Right? Continue on, Paul.
more than 1,700 or 17 million birds. Let me show you this real quick. And this is just part of the plan, folks, that they're trying to limit the food supply in America. So I don't know the price of eggs. How much is the price of eggs now in a grocery store? $2.50. Adrian said that the price of eggs at our Walmart's about $2.50 now. So let me get this on the big screen.
So in 3 to 5 minutes, he's hitting every subject that we just brought out in 2nd Ezra 16.
I got to find it first. Egg prices jump as bird flu hits poultry flocks. A rapid escalating outbreak in the U.S. is contributing to a surge in egg prices and threatens to raise prices on other poultry products in the coming months as the deaths continue to mount. Cases of the high
Great death. Where they're talking about the death of birds.
Pathogenic avian influenza so far has led to the death of more than 17 million birds. So I'm not going to read the whole article, but that's what's going on in the United States, that food prices are starting to go up very, very much in the world. So the next article we're going to bring you, I want to show you, we're going to switch back to Russia, but I want to show you what is actually happening in Ukraine now from the American news media.
So back to the war, okay, and rumors of war, because they're trying to say, the American news media is trying to say, hey, the war is over. They withdrew from Kiev, all right? So this thing is winding down. They don't want you to know what Paul is about to break down. He's about to say, well, they all went to the east, right next to NATO covered Poland and those other NATO countries. So this thing is escalating.
They are saying that Russia is losing the war, that the Russian forces are withdrawing, and they're losing the war, folks. But I want to show you on a map. This is live maps. I want to show you now all the areas that Russia now controls in Ukraine.
The beginning of wars. This war is not going away. This is the beginning of wars.
Russia is not losing the war. They're actually taking a lot of territory in southeast Ukraine right now. And this is on the big screen. So all the areas down here that you see in pink, all the way up from Crimea, all of this area right here is now under the control of Russia. And what they're doing is they withdrew all their forces from Kiev and they sent them over there to the east. And now they're slowly taking all of the eastern part of Ukraine. So they have completely taken all of these districts along the Azov Sea. And after they get through with Mariupol, they're going to move over to Odessa and completely cut off Ukraine from the Black Sea, folks. So Russia now controls all of this area in the pink. So I just wanted to show you that live map, and let's go on to another article.
There's your war beginning of wars.
So it does look like that some of these NATO countries right now, they are caving into Russia and they have agreed to buy Russian natural gas in the ruble. So this next article is that Slovakia, I think that's how you pronounce it. Hold on, we'll get it up here in a second. Slovakia. Slovakia agrees to pay for Russian gas in the ruble.
Which is the beginning of the reformation of the Soviet Union.
So let me get this on the big screen for you guys. So this is coming in from RT. The country cannot afford to lose its major supplier of natural gas.
Understand? These countries are going to be forced to fall in line with Russia. All right? Otherwise, how cold is it going to be? Where is your energy coming from? All right? So Russia's got a major hand in what is going on, which is why the Most High set him up for this task.
Slovakia will pay Russia. Slovakia will pay for Russian natural gas in rubles if that is what it takes to keep the commodity flowing. Slovak Economy Minister Richard Sulik has said on national television, if there is a condition to pay in rubles, then we will pay in rubles, Sulik said. He stressed that the Russian imports account for roughly 85% of all Slovakian gas supplies. So the country's authorities will remain pragmatic on the issue. We cannot be cut off from the gas, Sulik emphasized, urging the rest of Europe to jointly seek a solution.
And let me explain how this is forcing, all right, the charagma, all right. There's no more petrodollar, all right. There's no more dollar. This thing is, they have to get some sort of consensus because it's everywhere. Everybody's doing what the hell they want to, and in the not too far past, people like Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein were getting run up on for trying to trade in anything other than the dollar. So what is Babylon? Babylon's got to be tripping right now. When you understand that to trade in anything but the dollar meant your country is going to be invaded and you're going to be taken down as its ruler. What are they doing? This is the reason, the major reason that they're trying to completely demonize Vladimir Putin right now. Same thing with Saddam Hussein, who used to work for the CIA, who used to be Babylon's golden boy, right? Now, I mean, in order to take him down, they had to make up some lies, weapons of mass destruction, the butcher of what was it calling it? Iraq. What was the capital city in Iraq? I forget. They used to call him the butcher of. Let's get that real quick. I hate to deviate. Let's see. Saddam was the butcher. Here we go. Slovakia. Baghdad. The butcher of Baghdad. Okay? So they make up these things. Once upon a time, the butcher of Baghdad was on the side of Babylon, the Great, Slovakia, because they could have called him the butcher of ancient Babylon, which is what Iraq is. So who's really the butcher of Baghdad or the butcher of Babylon? Right now, that would be Joe Biden. All right, so let's get back to the Slovakia for the detour.
Nearly all the countries in the Eastern European Union, of which Slovakia is a member, slapped Russia with economic sanctions over the past month, jeopardizing Russia's ability to receive payments from trade partners in the European currency. In response, President Vladimir Putin last week signed a decree introducing a new ruble gas payment mechanism.
Okay, so all of this, the out of control currencies, right, were once under control under, I think it was called Bretton Woods, where everybody agreed to trade in the petrodollar. Look, Russia tells EU to sober up. White House refuses to rule out pardon for Hunter Biden. What's going on there? Gold-backed ruble that goes directly to the Karagma. Okay. First EU country stops what? Buying and selling. This has to do with buying and selling the currency that you're using. So the new currency, what does all of this mean? Moscow explains, switch to ruble for gas what? Buying and selling. All right. Here we got wars, we got famine, we got plague, we got buying and selling out of control. All right. Let's listen to a little more and we'll go ahead and close.
So, folks, it does look like that a few countries in Europe is now going to be paying for gas in the rubles.
Okay, buying and selling.
So let me read you this next article. This next article is coming in from Germany, that the German minister said that this war is going to make Germany weaker and poorer. So let me go ahead and show you this. And this is going to come true, folks. If Germany and all of these other European countries refuse to buy Russian oil and gas, then their economies is going to implode.
What is wisdom gone from Teeman? What is it? Is wisdom been, what is it? I'm gonna have to get that. Slovakia. These are the Teemanites. What's going on over there?
Ukraine conflict makes Germany poor, the finance minister said. Christian Lindner acknowledged that the government can't offset this loss in prosperity. Germans are already paying a price for Russia's military campaign in Ukraine, the country's finance minister has acknowledged. Speaking to Bild tabloid newspaper, Christian Lindner said that Ukraine war is making all of us poor, for example, because we have to pay more for energy, imported energy. In an interview published on Sunday, the German minister went on to admit that the government cannot offset this loss in prosperity, adding on a more positive note, however, that the authorities were working to cushion the biggest shocks.
So can you see what the Most High is doing, how all things work together? All right, the famine deals with food, okay? We're going to starve you people out if you don't do what we tell you to do, which is to take that charagma. Oh, well, you can't get no gas, you can't get no energy if you don't do what we tell you to do, which is to take that charagma. All right? Well, we got to go to war because what you're doing is you're trying to leave us out, okay? And you're trying to switch from the petrodollar to that charagma, and we don't have a say in the matter. Everybody's depending on our energy, our gas, our, whatever they have down there, natural gas. All these countries are depending on Russia. So it's going to be hard to force them to play ball when, oh, all we can get some gold for these ruble and get this ruble strong again. Fuck a Karagma. When all of them really are on the same team, but all things are working together to get to what? This devil is trying to fill his belly. All right? Let me see if I can find this. Is wisdom no more? And I'm just, we're going over some current events here. So this is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Okay. The Most High is mocking. NLT. This message was given concerning Edom. This is what the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua of heaven's armies says. Is there no more wisdom? The Most High is mocking. Is there no more wisdom in Teman? Is no one left to give wise counsel? Looks like you guys are in trouble over there. You're folding to Vlad right now. And you're all a bunch of Edomites. You guys are scrambling. All right? Let's get one more. We'll close it. It's all for naught. Job 20:23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. The missiles are coming. Okay? His wrath, his fury and his wrath is in the missiles. And he's going to rain it upon you right when you think you got Vlad under control. And Vlad has the codes. Xi has the codes. Kim has the codes. All right? And this is what's going to happen. It's not going to work. All right? So with that, we hope that the elect were edified, you brothers and you few sisters, all right? So with that, we can say Shabbat Shalom.